Not a normal message. Your sister's secret is about to be exposed. God is done waiting, and this could split your family forever. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, listen carefully, for this is not a normal message. Everything you thought you knew about your family is about to change in a way you cannot imagine. Your sister's secret, hidden for years, is surfacing, and God's patience has reached its limit." The house is quiet, but an unseen tension fills every corner. You feel a sudden chill, as if time itself is pausing, waiting for your next move. Don't scroll. Stay with me, because every second counts now. Your phone buzzes unexpectedly, a message glowing on the screen like a portal to truth. Its words are simple yet heavy with meaning. What you hide cannot remain hidden any longer. Every heartbeat echoes in your chest as a mixture of fear and anticipation rises. This is the moment where choices matter more than ever. Imagine the people closest to you. Their faces blurred in your memory. Their trust hanging by a thread. The secret your sister carries has the power to alter the foundation of your family forever. And you are the one who holds the key to its revelation. Tap Amen. 11,223. To activate divine clarity, you call out your sister's name. Voice steady despite the quiver in your chest. She turns startled, eyes widening as if she senses the shift in energy surrounding the room. "Why are you looking at me like that?" she asks, voice light, unaware that the very foundation of trust is about to be tested. The envelope falls from your hand, letters spilling across the floor, creating a chaotic map of hidden truths. Each word, each line carries weight beyond comprehension. And yet you feel a strange calm settle over you. It is as if the universe itself waits for your next choice, holding its breath until action is taken. Your sister steps closer. Confusion in her gaze. Unaware of the gravity of this moment. You know that revealing this secret could split your family. Yet keeping it concealed risks a different kind of fracture, invisible but profound. The balance is delicate, yet inevitable. Type Amen 11,234 to receive wisdom in navigating this revelation. You begin to read aloud, carefully, each phrase, each sentence carrying echoes of past missteps and hidden desires. The room grows still, the weight of silence pressing down as if the walls themselves absorb the truth. She listens, eyes glistening, and you notice the subtle tremor in her hands, the first sign that the secret is finally surfacing. Memories intertwine with reality, creating a scene both surreal and vivid. The laughter of childhood, the arguments long forgotten, the unspoken words, all converge into clarity. Every hidden choice your sister made now casts light on the paths that brought you here. The letters reveal alliances, confessions, moments of vulnerability that were never meant to be public. You read on, heart pounding, knowing each revelation deepens both pain and understanding. This is not about blame. It is about truth and the courage to face it. Your sister finally speaks, voice trembling. "I never wanted you to find out this way," she says. "I tried to protect everyone, but it became too heavy to carry alone." Her eyes search yours, pleading, seeking forgiveness even before the full truth has landed. You feel the intensity of this moment like a physical force pressing against your chest. Every instinct tells you to pause, to step back. Yet, every fiber of your being knows this must be witnessed. There is no turning away. The secret demands attention. A photo slips from between the pages, old and faded, yet unmistakable, and captures a memory that was never spoken of. A connection that explains countless I explained moments. The image acts like a key, unlocking understanding while simultaneously warning of the fragile line between revelation and destruction. Your sister takes a step back, eyes wet, lips parted as if the words to explain themselves are locked inside her. You sense the weight of decades pressing upon both of you. And yet, in that moment, something shifts, an invisible thread connecting hearts through honesty and vulnerability. You take a deep breath, steadying yourself. The truth, once hidden, is now alive in the room, pulsing with energy and divine timing. This is the crossroads. What will you do with it? How will you respond? And how will your family survive the revelation? Tap Amen 44521. To strengthen your resolve and protect your family's bond. A sudden realization hits. Secrets once revealed can either destroy or heal. The choice is in your hands and the moment is fleeting. Every second matters. Every glance, every word, every breath could tip the balance between chaos and restoration. The room seems suspended in time, heavy with the weight of unseen eyes, divine witnesses, and the inevitability of truth. Your sister's confession is incomplete. Yet every pause, every hesitation carries a universe of meaning. The tension is almost unbearable. Yet clarity begins to shine through the shadows. Your fingers trace the edges of the letters, feeling the texture, the imprint of emotion left behind. Every fold, every crease tells its own story. A silent testimony of choices made, lives affected, and consequences unfolding. The secret is no longer hers alone. It is now shared, witnessed, and acknowledged. You step forward, voice calm yet commanding. We will face this together. Her eyes meet yours. Relief and fear intermingling. In that single declaration, a bond forms, fragile yet real, that may allow your family to endure what comes next. The phone buzzes once more. A new message glows. You have chosen the path of courage. Continue forward, for what is revealed can heal. If hearts remain open, you feel a warmth. A gentle energy, as if divine approval is present, guiding your next steps. You pause, looking at your sister, seeing her not as a source of betrayal, but as a human being burdened by circumstances beyond control. Compassion begins to replace anger, understanding softens fear, and a new layer of trust begins to emerge. The letters lie scattered across the floor. Each one a spark that ignites discussion, reflection, and confrontation. The secret, once invisible, now exists as a tangible reality, demanding interaction, reconciliation, and perhaps forgiveness. The room feels heavier now, as if the air itself remembers the secrets just revealed. Every sound resonates with significance, every shadow hinting at what is yet to come. You glance at your sister, noticing the trembling in her hands and the hesitation in her eyes. The weight of truth is not a single moment. It is a continuum stretching across time, touching every decision, every word, every heartbeat. Your mind races, connecting the fragments of what you've discovered. Every memory once innocent now carries an underlying meaning. The laughter of the past, the arguments, even the quiet evenings are colored with layers of choices made in secrecy. You realize that the family you knew may never be the same. Yet within this upheaval lies a chance for something extraordinary. A soft creaking upstairs diverts your attention. The sound is subtle, almost imperceptible, but enough to awaken a deep sense of alertness. Your instincts sharpen as you follow it, each step echoing with the gravity of the moment. Shadows stretch unnaturally, creating shapes that seem alive, as if the house itself is aware of the secret it now holds. You reach the top of the stairs and pause. A door stands slightly ajar, its presence demanding notice. Peering inside, you find a collection of items carefully hidden. A diary, photographs, and a small box. Each object carries the imprint of hidden stories waiting to speak their truth. Type Amen 33421 to gain clarity before unveiling what lies hidden. Opening the diary. The first words you read are a confession of choices made under pressure, of mistakes born from love, fear, and desperation. Each line reveals intentions that were never harmful but misunderstood, painting a portrait of a sister whose burden has been immense. The realization strikes with clarity. Her actions were never about deceit, but survival and protection. You pick up the photographs, examining them closely, faces long forgotten, moments captured in innocence, now hint at decisions that shaped paths without your knowledge. Each image resonates with echoes of the past, and yet they also illuminate the love and care interwoven with the secrecy. The contrast between deception and devotion is stark yet undeniable. The small box catches your eye next, sealed with a delicate emblem. As you lift the lid, a soft glow emerges, bathing the room in a warm, almost sacred light. Inside lies an object of significance, a tangible connection to decisions made, promises kept, and truths concealed. Its presence is both reassuring and alarming, a symbol of revelation and transformation. Your sister stands behind you, watching, unsure of whether to intervene or remain silent. You sense her anxiety, her desire for understanding, and her fear of judgment. The tension between you stretches, fragile yet unbroken, a thread of connection amidst the chaos of exposure. You know the choice to approach this moment with grace is yours alone. The diary continues to reveal layers of her life. Each page a reflection of hidden struggles, personal battles, and sacrifices men quietly. You realize that the secret she kept was not meant to harm, but to shield, a protective barrier built with care and love. The weight of judgment falls away, replaced by a sense of empathy and connection. Tapping 55,678 to embrace understanding and strengthen family bonds. Suddenly, the phone vibrates again. Another message, precise and commanding, illuminates your screen. The moment of decision approaches, do not falter. Every word reverberates with urgency. A divine reminder that this revelation is not an end, but a beginning. You sense that choices made in this hour will echo far beyond your family, shaping futures in ways yet unseen. Your sister speaks quietly. I wanted to tell you everything, but I was afraid of losing you, of losing what we have. Her words carry sincerity, vulnerability, and an openness that touches a place deep within you. The anger and fear you initially felt transform into compassion, understanding, and a desire to repair what could have been fractured. The photographs, diary, and box are now spread before you. A triad of truth demanding engagement. You realize that to move forward, acknowledgement is necessary. Honesty must guide the conversation and love must anchor every decision. The weight of revelation is heavy, yet it is balanced by the possibility of restoration. You take a moment to breathe, letting the tension dissolve slightly, yet maintaining awareness of the significance of this juncture. Every heartbeat, every glance exchanged resonates with potential, shaping the future of your family in ways that will be remembered. Type in 11245 to secure divine guidance as you navigate this delicate path. As you and your sister begin to converse, the words are careful, measured, yet heartfelt. The truth unfolds layer by layer, and with each revelation, a new understanding emerges. What was once a secret becomes a shared reality, a foundation upon which honesty can be revealed. The room, once heavy with tension, begins to feel lighter, infused with the possibility of reconciliation. The small box is opened further, revealing letters written long ago, messages intended to bridge gaps, explain intentions, and offer solace. The handwriting, though familiar, carries emotions that transcend time and circumstance. You read them aloud, letting the words flow into the space between you, allowing healing to take root. Outside, the sun begins to set, casting a warm, golden light through the windows. The natural glow mirrors the emotional shift within, illuminating faces, objects, and emotions with newfound clarity. It is a reminder that even after darkness, light persists, guiding hearts back to connection, understanding, and shared purpose. Your sister steps closer, hand trembling slightly, yet offering it to you as a gesture of trust. You take it, acknowledging the courage it took to arrive at this moment. The bond between you, tested by secrecy and revelation, strengthens, rooted in mutual respect and honesty. Type Amen 99876 to solidify love, trust, and divine protection over your family. Memories flood back not as accusations but as lessons. The times you misunderstood, the moments of silence, the unspoken fears, all now refrain through the lens of clarity and understanding. The secret that once threatened to divide is transforming into a bridge, connecting hearts in ways that were unimaginable before. Your phone buzzes one last time, a message that reads, "You have chosen courage. Continue with honesty and the path forward will be illuminated." The words resonate, reinforcing the decisions made, the revelations confronted, and the love preserved. Every choice now carries meaning, purpose, and a sense of divine orchestration. The room feels calm yet charged with the energy of transformation. Every object, every word, every glance holds a new significance, as if the space itself acknowledges the shift. You and your sister share a moment of silent understanding, a pact unspoken yet deeply felt. You realize that secrets, no matter how long hidden, are never meant to destroy. They are meant to teach, reveal, and transform. In the courage to confront them, you discover strength, compassion, and the resilience of FOMO. The revelation, once feared, becomes a catalyst for healing and unity. The diary is closed. The photographs return to their place and the box carefully secured. Yet the impact of the revelations remains etched into memory, heart, and soul. You know that the family may never be exactly as before. Yet a new foundation has been laid, stronger, more honest, and more connected than ever. The night has settled over the house. Yet inside a storm brews silently, fueled by revelations and choices yet to be made. Shadows stretch across the walls, carrying with them the weight of secrets now known. You feel the pulse of your own heartbeat, resonating with the gravity of the moment, as if every second is a drum beat of destiny. Your sister sits across from you, eyes reflecting both fear and relief. The truth she has unveiled is a burden shared yet still heavy with the consequences of discovery. You sense that this night will be remembered forever. The moment where hidden paths converged into a crossroads of destiny. A soft wind drifts through the window, brushing the curtains like the gentle hand of Providence. Outside, the world continues unaware of the seismic shift within these walls. Yet inside, nothing will ever be the same. The air vibrates with anticipation, holding the family's fate in delicate balance. You reach for the diary again, wanting to read the final pages, the confessions that were kept for years. Each word is a step closer to understanding, a bridge between past mistakes and present resolution. The act of reading aloud carries a sacred weight, and the room becomes a stage for truth to perform its quiet but powerful role. Photographs scattered on the table seem to whisper, revealing moments that were never fully understood. Faces long forgotten, smiles that once seemed ordinary, now appear charged with intention and hidden meaning. Every image tells a story not of betrayal but of choices shaped by love, fear, and necessity. Type Amen 22334 to receive inset as the layers of truth unfold. Your sister finally speaks again, voice soft yet steady. I never imagined it would come to this, but the burden became too heavy to bear. Silently, her honesty pierces the tension like a blade of light, illuminating the path for both of you. The weight of secrecy lifts slightly, replaced by an unspoken promise of healing and restoration. You glance around the room, noticing details previously overlooked, the scratches on the floor, the misplaced objects, the subtle signs of hidden moments. Each clue now forms a cohesive story, a puzzle that finally makes sense. Understanding brings not only clarity but also a profound responsibility. A sudden knock at the door startles both of you. Sharp and urgent. It is neither threatening nor alarming. Yet its timing feels significant, as though destiny itself is pressing for attention. The door opens slowly, revealing an envelope with a seal you recognize from family traditions long past. Type Amen 55612 to receive courage before opening the envelope and sign. The letter is short, direct, and undeniable. What is hidden will guide you. Choose wisely, for every action shapes the future. The words resonate deeply, reminding you that secrets once unveiled are not the end. They are catalysts for transformation. Your sister nods, acknowledging the shared responsibility now upon both of you. Together, you begin to discuss the implications, weighing choices with care and honesty. The conversation flows, honest and unfiltered. As both fear and hope mingle in the room, what could have torn your family apart instead becomes a moment of connection, a test of resilience and trust. You realize that the revelation of this secret is not merely a personal event. It is a turning point that will ripple through your family, influencing relationships, decisions, and the very foundation of trust. Every word spoken, every gesture made carries immense significance. Type Amen 11. 2:23 To strengthen the bonds of understanding and unity. The diary, photographs, and letters are carefully examined, each revealing more than what was apparent at first glance. The emotions captured within. The laughter, the tears, the unspoken thoughts create a landscape of human complexity and depth. It is a reminder that even the darkest secrets can have roots in love, protection, and hope. Your sister begins to cry softly. The sound gentle but piercing, as if the release of years of concealed emotion is, finally finding an outlet. You reach out, holding her hand firmly yet tenderly, feeling the tremor of vulnerability that words alone cannot convey. Together, you share a silence full of understanding. An unspoken affirmation of connection. A sudden flash of memory strikes. An event long buried in your subconscious, now illuminated by the revelations before you. The patterns, the coincidences, the previously confusing actions all align, forming a map of choices, intentions, and outcomes. This insight brings clarity and a profound sense of gratitude for the courage it took to face the truth. You step outside for a moment, the cool night air brushing your face, carrying with it a sense of renewal. The stars above seem brighter. Each one a reminder that light persists even after darkness. You realize that this revelation, though intense, is not meant to destroy. It is meant to guide, illuminate, and transform. Type Amen 44567 to embrace the divine guidance that surrounds you. Returning inside, you notice a subtle change in your sister. The fear that once clouded her presence has shifted into a quiet resolve, a readiness to face whatever comes next. Together, you begin planning, not as adversaries divided by secrets, but as allies united by honesty and courage. The phone vibrates once more. A message appearing that reads, "Truth revealed is a gift. Use it to heal, to build, to restore." Its simplicity belies its power, reinforcing the lessons of the evening and urging you toward proactive steps. The moment is sacred, charged with energy that transcends ordinary experience. You take a deep breath, letting the weight of the night settle into a sense of purpose. The letters, diary, and photographs are no longer mere objects. They are tools of understanding, catalysts for growth and symbols of resilience. Every word, every image, every confession has contributed to a transformation that will endure. Type Amen 77812 to solidify the family's strength and harmony. The clock ticks steadily, yet time feels suspended, measured not by minutes but by the depth of connection and understanding achieved. You and your sister converse quietly, mapping out ways to navigate the changes ahead, where that the revelations will affect more than just immediate emotions. They will shape decisions, relationships, and futures. Outside, the world remains unaware of the seismic shifts within your home. Yet inside, lives have been altered forever. Secrets have surfaced. Courage had been summoned, and love had been reaffirmed. The tension has not vanished entirely, but it has transformed into focus, clarity, and determination. You glance at your sister one last time before the night deepens, seeing a reflection of yourself in her eyes. There is a shared knowledge, a mutual understanding, and a silent pact to face whatever comes next together. The secret, once threatening to divide, now binds you with renewed strength. As the evening winds down, you gather the diary, letters, and photographs, placing them carefully in a new order, symbolizing a fresh start. The past is honored, the present is acknowledged, and the future is approached with clarity, courage, and hope. Type Amen 11245 to seal divine protection over these newfound bonds. You realize that this night intense and transformative marks a beginning rather than an end. The secret once hidden is catalyzed honesty, connection, and understanding. Your family stands on the edge of renewal guided by truth, courage, and shared resilience. The final moments of the evening are quiet yet electric with promise. You and your sister sit together, reflecting, planning, and embracing the transformation that has begun. The revelations, though challenging, have strengthened your bonds, providing a foundation for healing and growth. The first rays of dawn filter softly through the curtains, casting a golden hue across the living room, where revelations have reshaped everything. You and your sister sit quietly. The silence no longer heavy but reflective, filled with the weight of shared understanding. The night has passed, but its echoes remain, vibrating in your hearts, reminding you that truth has been set free. A deep sense of responsibility settles over you, not as a burden, but as a guide. Every decision made tonight, every word spoken, and every confession acknowledged carries a power that will influence the days ahead. You know that the family you thought you knew is evolving, transformed by courage and honesty. Your sister finally speaks, voice steady yet soft. I never imagined I would feel this relief. It's like a weight lifted, yet I know the consequences are real. Her words strike a chord within you. The harmony of vulnerability and strength resonating deeply. Together you begin to consider the steps forward, mindful that each choice is a bridge between past mistakes and future growth. The diary, photographs, and letters are now organized carefully. Each piece a testament to what has been learned. They serve not as evidence of wrongs but as maps guiding the way toward reconciliation, understanding, and love. Every page, every image, every word carries lessons that must be honored and embraced. A sudden notification on your phone draws your attention. A message appears crisp and clear. The path of truth is illuminated. Continue with courage and honesty, and the bonds that were tested will grow stronger. Its timing is precise, as if heaven itself acknowledges the transformation occurring within the walls of your home. Type Iman 33455. To embrace divine guidance fully, you glance at your sister, noticing a subtle change in her demeanor. Fear has softened into resolve. Uncertainty replaced with purpose and hesitation, with determination. Together, you begin to draft a plan, a way to approach your family. To communicate the truths discovered, and to protect the bonds that remain. The letters are read once more, loud, this time, allowing the emotions behind each word to resonate in the room. Tears and laughter intermingle as understanding deepens, forming a foundation of empathy and shared commitment. The secret, once dangerous and divisive, now serves as a catalyst for connection and restoration. Outside, the morning light grows, brighter, illuminating the neighborhood. A world still unaware of the events within this home. Yet within, an invisible shift has taken place. Hearts are aligned with truth. Eyes are open to understanding, and courage has been summoned to navigate challenges that were once feared. You realize that the revelations have not just altered your perception of your sister, but your own. Compassion grows where judgment once lingered. Patience replaces frustration. And the awareness of shared humanity guides your thoughts and actions. Every decision now carries clarity and intention. Top Iman 77,834 to strengthen emotional resilience and clarity. A soft knock on the door startles you. It is not urgent but deliberate. A reminder that communication must extend beyond these walls. Opening the door reveals a family member, curious yet cautious, sensing the changes, but unaware of the full depth of the night's revelations. Their presence adds another layer of complexity, requiring delicate handling, honesty, and care. You invite them in, gently, choosing your words with precision. The conversation begins with small truths carefully shared, easing into the revelations that have reshaped your understanding. Every reaction is noted, every expression read as you navigate the fragile balance between disclosure and compassion. Your sister stands beside you, supportive and composed, ready to share her part of the truth. The dynamic shifts subtly, reinforcing the importance of unity in delivering what could have otherwise divided the family. Together, you create a narrative that honors honesty while preserving dignity and love. The diary and letters are presented as a bridge, not a weapon. Each page read aloud becomes a step toward healing. Each photograph a tool to illustrate intentions, and every object a testament to choices made with love and fear intertwined. Type Amen 11,278 to ensure protection and guidance throughout this process. You know subtle changes and expressions around the room. Eyes widen, some soften, some glisten with tears, and all reflect the impact of truth brought to light. What was once hidden now stands illuminated, and reactions reveal the depth of human complexity. Compassion, fear, understanding, and forgiveness intertwine. A quiet moment follows the reading where words are no longer necessary. The silence is thick yet warm, full of acknowledgement, connection, and the invisible threads that bind hearts together. Every breath in the room carries weight, and every glance holds understanding that words cannot fully convey. You and your sister exchange a glance, a silent affirmation of shared experience and responsibility. The secret, once a potential fracture, has become a tool for growth, understanding, and renewed bonds. The night's revelations have transformed not only perceptions but relationships, allowing hearts to realign with trust and love. Outside, birds begin to sing. a gentle chorus echoing the new beginning inside. Nature itself seems to acknowledge the shift, a reminder that every ending contains the seeds of renewal. You feel a profound sense of gratitude not just for the courage to face truth but for the resilience of family and love. Tapeman 44532 to honor the path of courage and transformation. The family conversation continues now, guided by honesty, empathy, and a commitment to protect bonds while addressing realities. Plans are discussed. Feelings are shared, and every decision is rooted in understanding and intention. The process is gradual, careful, and respectful, reflecting the lessons learned from the night's revelations. You take a moment to reflect on your own journey, recognizing how fear, assumption, and misunderstanding once clouded perception. The clarity gained now illuminates not just your sister's choices, but your own, encouraging introspection, forgiveness, and growth. Every revelation becomes an opportunity to deepen connections and reinforce trust. Your sister joins in the discussion, offering insights, acknowledging mistakes, and emphasizing intentions rooted in care and love. The collaboration strengthens your relationship, creating a shared responsibility and a united front for navigating challenges. Together, you ensure that honesty becomes a guiding principle rather than a source of division. A final message appears on your phone, subtle yet profound. Through truth, love prevails. Continue forward, guided by courage and understanding, and the family's bond will flourish. Its simplicity resonates, echoing the transformation that has unfolded and encouraging continued vigilance, compassion, and action. Type MN 99821 to seal divine protection and blessings over your family. You look around the room, feeling the energy shift from tension and fear to hope and determination. Each person present is now aligned with the awareness that truth, though challenging, can foster growth and restoration. The secret, once a source of anxiety, now serves as a foundation for stronger connections guided by honesty, empathy, and shared understanding. The morning deepens, casting warm light over faces and objects, symbolizing illumination of both space and hearts. You realize that the events of the night, intense and transformative, have not destroyed your family, but strengthened it. The revelation, courageously confronted, has become a bridge to unity, healing, and renewed love. The day moves forward slowly. Yet every moment is charged with the weight of last night's revelations. The house, once filled with ordinary sounds, now hums with awareness. As if every wall, every corner acknowledges the truth that has been set free. You walk through each room carefully, observing the subtle shifts in energy, the quiet reflection on every face. Your sister follows, steps light yet deliberate, matching your pace. There is an unspoken understanding between you now. A bond reinforced through shared vulnerability and honesty. Even the air seems to carry the resonance of courage, reverberating through the house like a living presence. You return to the dining table where the letters, diary, and photographs lie, symbols of the night's journey. Every object feels sacred now, not merely remnants of hidden stories, but tools of transformation. You trace the edges of the photographs, feeling the texture, the imprint of time and emotion, and a deep sense of gratitude fills your heart. Your sister reaches for a photograph, her hands steady. I never realized how much was visible to you all this time, she says softly. Eyes reflecting both sorrow and relief. Your honesty is disarming yet liberating. A clear testament to the power of truth. Type Amen 11256, to receive courage and wisdom to navigate the unfolding journey. The room is quiet, yet the silence is vibrant, holding space for reflection, understanding, and new perspectives. Each word spoken previously lingers in the air, carrying weight and resonance, shaping the way forward. You notice the subtle relaxation in your sister's posture. The way her shoulders ease and the tension in her jaw softens. You begin to discuss how to approach the rest of the family, the importance of timing, and the words that must be chosen carefully. The conversation is slow, deliberate, and respectful. Each thought carefully weighed against the potential impact. Every suggestion is met with consideration. Every concern addressed with empathy and clarity. Outside, the sunlight grows warmer, filtering through the windows like a blessing, illuminating objects, faces, and emotions. It is a visual reminder that even after nights of tension and hidden truths, light always returns, guiding hearts to clarity and connection. The energy in the house shifts subtly, lining with honesty, courage, and intention. Your sister smiles faintly, a mixture of hope and apprehension in her eyes. I want to do this right, she says. I want our family to understand and forgive, not just react. Her words reflect a depth of maturity, responsibility, and love that perhaps was hidden before. Type Amen 44512 to anchor patience and divine guidance in all interactions. A sudden sound from the phone alerts you again. A message reads, "The path chosen is righteous. Continue with integrity and bonds will be strengthened beyond measure." Its timing feels precise, reinforcing the notion that divine timing and guidance are active, shaping the unfolding events. You sense that every choice now carries amplifying significance. You take a deep breath, feeling the weight of responsibility balanced with hope. The letters, photographs, and diary are no longer relics of secrecy. They are keys to understanding, tools to bridge divides, and reminders that honesty, though challenging, nurtures growth and unity. The family members begin to gather slowly, each aware that today will be different. Guided by the revelations of last night. Eyes meet. Questions are unspoken but felt. And the energy in the room becomes tense with anticipation. The moment has arrived to share, to speak, and to allow truth to illuminate hidden corners. Type Amen 77821. To receive clarity and protection during disclosure. Your sister steps forward, the diary in hand. Ready to begin the explanation of past actions, intentions, and choices, you stand beside her, supportive, offering not interference, but presence, reinforcing trust and connection. The room listens, attentive yet respectful, as the delicate balance of revelation begins to unfold. Each word she speaks carries intention, vulnerability, and clarity. The family absorbs the information gradually, allowing space for understanding to grow and for emotions to settle. Reactions vary. Some eyes widen, some soften, and some glisten with tears. But all reflect the impact of true set, free. You take the next step, providing context, highlighting the motives rooted in care, and emphasizing the lessons that emerge from hidden choices. The dialogue is measured, compassionate, and deliberate, acknowledging pain while encouraging understanding. Taipei Men 999812 to enhance compassion and patience during critical conversations. The letters and diary entries are read aloud strategically, allowing the family to witness intentions, reasoning, and struggles previously unseen. Each revelation builds not chaos, but empathy, highlighting shared humanity, the complexities of choices, and the desire to protect and preserve love. You notice the subtle shift in atmosphere. Tension slowly transforms into reflection and shock evolves into awareness. The secret that threatened division now guides toward connection, highlighting resilience, understanding, and the possibility of renewed trust. Your sister pauses, eyes glistening. I never imagined this day, but I hope it leads to healing, not regret. The sincerity in her tone touches hearts, reminding everyone that truth, courage, and love are intertwined and that the path forward demands unity, empathy, and patience. Taipei Men 11290 to seal protection over the family's journey of healing. Conversations continue, measured and intentional, navigating sensitive topics with care. Questions arise, answers are given, and dialogue flows in a rhythm guided by honesty, respect, and love. Every participant listens, reflecting on their own perceptions, assumptions, and potential for growth. Outside, the day progresses with quiet normally, unaware of the transformations occurring inside. Yet within, lives are shifting, bonds strengthening, and hearts opening. The secret, once a threat, has catalyzed courage, understanding, and unity. You and your sister work together to clarify any lingering misunderstandings, providing context, highlighting intentions, and emphasizing love as the driving force behind past actions. The family gradually absorbs the information, processing it with reflection and patience. The diary and letters are returned to their places, organized with care, representing not concealment, but a history of lessons learned and shared. Photographs are placed where they can be seen. Reminders of moments that shaped perspectives and influenced choices. Taipei Men 55641 to honor the past while embracing the future with wisdom. A sense of calm settles, yet vigilance remains. You understand that restoration takes time and that patience, consistency, and integrity will guide the family through the transition. The energy in the house is no longer heavy but balanced, reflective, and hopeful. You glance at your sister, seeing determination in her eyes, a readiness to continue acting with honesty and love. Together, you recognize that courage in facing secrets is not a single act, but an ongoing commitment to truth, respect, and connection. The family conversation gradually winds down, leaving space for reflection, quiet acknowledgement, and the processing of emotions. Each member carries the truth differently. Yet all are aware of the transformative potential it holds. Taipei Men 77890 to maintain harmony, understanding, and protection over the family bonds. In the final moments, you and your sister share a quiet glance, a mutual affirmation of the journey traveled. The secret that could have destroyed now serves as a foundation for growth, unity, and renewed love. Hearts have aligned with honesty, courage, and understanding, preparing the family for a future shaped by awareness and connection. The evening falls softly, painting the room with hues of amber and gold. As if the house itself is acknowledging the journey of truth that has unfolded. Every corner holds memories, both old and newly illuminated, carrying the energy of revelations and the weight of decisions now confronted. You sense that the culmination of this process is near, a moment that will define the path forward for your entire family. Your sister sits across from you, a calm determination in her eyes, replacing the tension that once dominated the room. There is an unspoken understanding between you forged through the honesty of last night and the deliberate sharing of truths. The air carries a quiet intensity, a sense of anticipation as you prepare to guide the family toward resolution and unity. You gather the diary, letters, and photographs once more, not as relics of secrecy, but as instruments of healing. Each item represents a step in the journey, a bridge connecting past misunderstandings with future clarity. The tangible presence of these objects gives structure to the emotional landscape, helping hearts navigate the complexities of disclosure. The family begins to assemble, drawn together by the awareness that something significant must be shared and understood. Eyes meet, curiosity mingled with apprehension. As everyone senses that the night's revelations are only the beginning of a transformative process, the energy in the room is charged, heavy with possibility and potential for growth. You begin to speak carefully, articulating the context behind the secret that has long been hidden. Every word is chosen with precision, reflecting both honesty and empathy, ensuring that the message communicates not blame but understanding. The atmosphere shifts slightly with each explanation as comprehension begins to replace confusion and fear. Taipei Men 11,239 to receive divine guidance for communication and clarity. Your sister follows, adding her perspective, emphasizing intentions rooted in love, protection, and responsibility. Her voice carries vulnerability, strength, and sincerity, reinforcing the credibility and gravity of the shared truth. The combination of your voices creates a balanced narrative, allowing the family to perceive the complexity of past actions and the authenticity of emotions involved. The letters are read aloud again, this time with careful context provided for each passage. Every word resonates with meaning, illuminating motives, decisions, and consequences. Tears begin to form in some eyes, while others reflect thoughtful contemplation. The room is alive with emotion, a silent acknowledgement that the revelations are both profound and necessary. Photographs are presented strategically, illustrating moments and connections that words alone cannot convey. Each image tells a story, revealing layers of intention, love, and sometimes misunderstanding. The visual component reinforces comprehension, helping family members reconcile memories with new understanding. Tapa Men 55,632 to anchor truth and clarity in the hearts of everyone present. Questions arise naturally. Curiosity mingled with concern. You answer with patience, acknowledging emotions, clarifying misunderstandings, and guiding conversations toward constructive dialogue. Every response is deliberate, designed to prevent misinterpretation and foster a sense of collective insight. The family begins to see the narrative as a tapestry rather than isolated incidents, understanding that choices were complex and intentions often unseen. A quiet pause follows, allowing everyone to absorb the information, reflect on feelings, and reconcile their own perspectives. The weight of silence is not oppressive but contemplative, providing space for internal processing and acknowledgement. The room seems to breathe collectively, a unified pulse of attention and receptivity. You and your sister exchange a glance, a shared affirmation that the revelations have been conveyed with integrity and love. The secret, once threatening division, is now a tool for understanding, growth, and connection. Both of you feel the responsibility, yet also the relief that the truth is no longer hidden but actively shaping a path forward. Type Amen 99832. To solidify protection and unity over the family's journey, the conversation shifts toward practical matters. Exploring how past actions will influence present decisions and future interactions. Plans are discussed thoughtfully, balancing sensitivity with necessity. Emphasis is placed on preserving trust, fostering communication, and maintaining emotional safety while addressing lingering concerns. You notice subtle transformations in expressions. Initial skepticism softens into comprehension. Surprise evolves into reflection, and tension melts into cautious optimism. Each participant begins to integrate the revelations into their understanding, demonstrating resilience and openness to reconciliation. Your sister shares a final insight, emphasizing that while mistakes were made, the intention was never to harm. Your words resonate deeply, bridging gaps in perception and providing emotional context that strengthens empathy. Hearts begin to align, each acknowledging both past challenges and potential for future harmony. Tape Amen 44567 to enhance understanding, compassion, and shared resilience. Evening deepens and the house is bathed in the gentle light of lamps, casting warmth over faces and objects alike. The atmosphere is no longer tense but reflective, charged with the potential for healing and deeper connection. The journey of revelation has transformed the environment, infusing it with awareness, insight, and renewed purpose. You guide the family through reflections on lessons learned, emphasizing that understanding emerges from patience, communication, and willingness to engage with vulnerability. Everyone listens intently, absorbing both the content and the emotional undertones, recognizing the importance of empathy and navigating relationships. The diary is revisited, highlighting passages that illustrate protective intentions and lessons learned. Each entry is framed not as evidence of fault, but as a guidepost for future behavior, a reminder that honesty and courage form the foundation for trust. Photographs and letters support the narrative, reinforcing the balance between context and reality. Type Amen 11290 to strengthen bonds, clarity, and collective healing. Your sister's demeanor reflects both relief and determination, signaling readiness to continue embracing transparency while honoring emotions. Together, you lead discussions that promote dialogue, active listening, and mutual respect, allowing family members to engage meaningfully and safely. Outside, the night sky glows faintly with stars, a silent witness to the transformations occurring inside. The celestial calm mirrors the gradual shift in energy, reinforcing that even after tension and secrets, harmony and clarity can emerge. Each revelation is a spark, illuminating understanding and paving the way for restoration. Questions about past misunderstandings are addressed thoughtfully with each answer rooted in honesty, context, and intention. Emotional reactions are acknowledged, allowing room for expression without judgment. The dialogue is dynamic yet measured, promoting healing, insight, and constructive communication. Type Amen 77,890 to fortify patience, empathy, and guidance. As the family moves forward, the letters and photographs are returned to their places, symbolizing both acknowledgement of the past and readiness for the future. Objects that once carried weight now serve as reminders of resilience, courage, and the power of truth. Every action reinforces the lessons learned, emphasizing continuity and intentionality. You and your sister share a brief quiet moment, exchanging a glance of shared accomplishment and relief. The secret, once a potential wedge, has catalyzed dialogue, awareness, and transformation. Both of you recognize that the path of honesty and courage has strengthened your relationship and the family as a whole. The family settles, reflecting silently on the journey that unfolded. Hearts are lighter, understanding deeper, and bonds more resilient. The secret fully revealed no longer holds the power to divide, but instead guides growth, connection, and mutual respect. Type Amen 11,234 to seal protection, love, and clarity over every heart present. The night concludes with a calm, purposeful energy. The room is filled with quiet reflection, gratitude, and renewed connection. Everyone present is aware that while challenges may remain, the foundation built through courage, honesty, and understanding will guide them forward. The following morning dawn with a sense of purpose. Each ray of light streaming through the windows as if illuminating the path toward resolution. The house feels transformed, no longer burdened by hidden truths, but energized by clarity, courage, and shared understanding. Every object, every corner seems to hum with the awareness of what has been revealed and the choices yet to be made. Your sister walks beside you, steady and composed, carrying the weight of honesty with dignity and determination. Her presence is calming. Reminder that truth handled with care can transform fear into trust and division into connection. The lessons of last night echo softly in your mind, reinforcing the importance of patience, communication, and empathy. You gather the diary, letters, and photographs once more, preparing to share the story with the remaining family members who were not present for the initial revelations. Each item feels sacred, a bridge connecting past misunderstandings with the potential for unity. The tangible evidence of honesty serves as a foundation for dialogue, clarity, and reconciliation. As you enter the room where the rest of the family waits, you feel a subtle shift in energy. Eyes meet yours with curiosity, uncertainty, and a hint of apprehension. You sense that the impact of what you are about to share will be profound, shaping not only perceptions, but also relationships and trust. Type Amen 11,245 to gain clarity and courage for this critical moment. Your sister begins the conversation, voice calm yet powerful, recounting the journey of truth, the decisions made, and the intentions that guided her actions. Each word is chosen carefully, balancing honesty with compassion, ensuring that the narrative communicates understanding rather than blame. The family listens intently, absorbing both the content and the emotional resonance behind it. You add context, providing insight into past events, emphasizing lessons learned, and highlighting the intentions rooted in protection and love. The combination of your voices creates a complete narrative, bridging gaps in perception and illuminating motives previously hidden. The atmosphere shifts subtly with each explanation as comprehension begins to replace misunderstanding. Photographs and letters are presented strategically, illustrating moments that words alone cannot convey. Each image and passage carries a story, highlighting the complexity of choices and the depth of care behind every decision. The visual elements strengthen understanding, allowing family members to grasp intentions and emotions fully. Tap Amen 44567 to foster empathy, insight, and connection among all hearts present. Questions arise naturally and you answer with patience and compassion, ensuring clarity while addressing concerns. Each interaction deepens understanding, revealing the humanity and vulnerability behind every action. The dialogue flows with intent, creating a rhythm of trust, reflection, and engagement that encourages healing. The diary is read aloud. Passages chosen to emphasize protective intentions, personal growth, and lessons learned. The room is filled with reflection, tears, and moments of realization as the family connects the dots between past secrecy and present understanding. The secret, once threatening division, now serves as a tool for insight, empathy, and restoration. A pause settles over the room, allowing space for reflection, emotional processing, and internal acknowledgement. The silence is heavy with meaning yet soothing as hearts begin to align. Perspectives shift and bonds strengthen. The energy in the room is alive with the power of truth, courage, and shared purpose. Tap Amen 99821 to seal protection, clarity, and resilience over every heart present. Your sister speaks again, highlighting that the purpose of revealing these truths is not to blame or punish but to foster understanding, healing, and unity. Her words resonate deeply, offering a framework for approaching challenges with honesty and compassion. The family begins to see the narrative as a tapestry rather than isolated incidents, each thread representing intention, effort, and love. You take a moment to reflect, noting the subtle changes in expressions around the room. Skepticism softens, understanding grows, and empathy becomes visible in glistening eyes and softened gestures. The revelation, once a source of tension, now illuminates connections and pathways for rebuilding trust. Letters are returned to their places with care. Photographs carefully arranged to preserve memories and context. The tangible objects now symbolize not secrets, but bridges, guides, and reminders of lessons learned and courage exercised. Type Amen 55678 to honor the journey, protect connections, and guide every decision with wisdom. You notice the first signs of reconciliation, small gestures that reflect renewed trust, acknowledgement, and respect. Hands touch briefly. Smiles emerge, and tentative conversations hint at a future built upon honesty rather than hidden truths. The energy of the room transforms from tension to possibility, from uncertainty to hope. Your sister shares one final insight, emphasizing the importance of continued dialogue, empathy, and vigilance. The family listens, absorbing the message with care, understanding that this is not an end point, but a beginning, a path forward guided by truth, patience, and love. Tap Amen 11290 to ensure continued protection, guidance, and harmony for every member. You guide the discussion toward actionable steps, creating a plan to nurture trust, maintain transparency, and foster understanding. Every suggestion is considered thoughtfully with input from all participants, ensuring that decisions are collaborative, respectful, and constructive. The foundation for healing is being actively laid brick by brick. The night deepens. Yet the energy in the house is lighter, calmer, and more focused. The journey of revelation has not only transformed relationships, but also empowered individuals to act with intention, integrity, and care. Each heart is aligned with the lessons learned, the courage summoned, and the opportunities for growth. Type Amen 77834. To strengthen bonds, courage, and the collective vision for unity. As the conversation winds down, a sense of completion settles over the room. The secret that once threatened division has catalyzed connection, understanding, and renewed love. Every member present feels the impact, acknowledging the importance of honesty, empathy, and courage in shaping relationships. You and your sister exchange a glance, a quiet affirmation of shared effort, courage, and love. The journey has been intense, emotional, and transformative. Yet, the result is a family more connected, resilient, and aligned than before. The secret, once a source of fear, now guides hearts toward trust, compassion, and unity. Outside, the night sky glows faintly. Stars twinkling as silent witnesses to the transformation within. The celestial calm mirrors the emotional resolution, reinforcing that light follows darkness, understanding follows confusion, and love follows courage. Type Amen 44521 to honor the journey, protect hearts, and anchor peace, clarity, and connection. The family settles into a quiet reflection, absorbing the depth of what has been revealed and processed. Every heart present carries awareness of the power of truth, the courage to confront it, and the responsibility to maintain honesty and empathy moving forward. The energy is balanced, focused, and hopeful. You and your sister carefully store the diary, letters, and photographs symbolizing not concealment, but stewardship, awareness, and respect for the lessons learned. The tangible artifacts are reminders of courage, honesty, and the strength found in connection. A final glance at your sister reflects pride, belief, and shared accomplishment. Together, you have transformed fear into understanding, secrecy into openness, and potential division into unity. The night's revelations, the courage exercised, and the love shared have redefined the family's path. Tap in 11,278 to seal divine blessings over every heart and every connection present. The evening closes with a calm energy, hearts aligned and the family prepared for the future. The journey of revelation has reached its climax. But the path forward remains guided by truth, courage, and love. Every member carries the lessons learned, the bond strengthened, and the awareness that honesty is the foundation for lasting connection.